hello, beautiful heart. How are you today? Wow. How are you navigating this energy? How are you feeling with it? Let me know in the comments because I know we're under some big energy. And tomorrow, even bigger energy. We hit an alignment we have never seen before. So we are at a very interesting time in life, my friends. All right, let's get into today's reading. All right. Oh, there we go. Hello. Sorry. All right, guys, let's take a deep breath in and release for a count of 6. So if you've been following along for the energy this week, yesterday we had a lot of planets in Pisces. Water sign, emotions. Pisces is very dreamy, fantasy, illusions, things like that. So we also have Saturn in Aries. Now, Aries and Pisces are completely different, opposite energies. As I mentioned yesterday, Pisces is very internal, and we've got this outer energy, this fire energy with Aries. So you could be going through the gamut of emotions, or you may be in a certain emotional boat. But let's continue with this energy. So starting out today, we're starting in this King of Wands energy, the universe, the star, 6 of Cups, Knight of Swords in reverse. So what this is saying to us, guys. King of Wands energy, it is BD energy. In traditional decks, the staff looks like a phallus. But this BDE energy, how I'm picking up on it for this collective right now, I like this energy. This is about really owning who you are. All of you. Yes, the parts that you don't like. Now, that part of the journey, owning the parts of you that you don't like, if you're new here or new to me, that is something that I find crucial on this self-evolution journey, because we've been playing in survival with different masks and things like that. 2025, I don't care who you are and where you're at in this journey, 2025 was an intense year. And it was intense on purpose because you had to you were given a bunch of experiences to look at and decide, do you align with the story or do you not? So here we are. You haven't been aligning with the story. You've been working on that. I know it's been uncomfortable, but now here you are showing up. King of Wands energy. This is, look, I am confident enough to show up in just a blanket, nothing else, because that's how confident I am. This is what this energy is saying. This authenticity, this owning all of you, this truly is where your dream life is. Those desires, those dreams, those experiences you want to have. And I'm talking about the ones that have been coming up over the past couple of months that are flashing back to childhood, and it may have you a little confused. Let this bring clarity to you, because you're not going back down memory lane with these childhood memories to figure shit out. This isn't about what's wrong with me. I'm broken. What do I need to fix? Blah. No. That's gaslighting at this stage, and we're not here for it. Now, if you're watching and you haven't gone through that yet, you're feeling triggered, but you don't want to turn off, that is okay. Stay. There is something in here for you. But what the overall message is, you have what you need to change your reality. You just now need to put it into practice. Many of us know it, and it's up in our intellect, but we've got to take it from the intellect down into the body so we can embody it and actualize it. That's what we're talking about here. The universe. I love this card. Oh, shoot, we're on YouTube. Eek, sorry. I guess I gotta cover that. Hopefully we made it this far and I'm not shadow banned or whatever because we saw some boobies. Good Lord. God forbid YouTube sees boobies. Anyways, anyhow, let me see. There we go. She is, I'm going to have to put the card upside down. Anyhow, this is more of that I know who I am energy. See, I'm trying to play nice, trying to play within the rules. We know that's not easy for me, but hey. Anyways, this is a heightened energy of the BDE energy because she is at this point in life where she's like, you know what? I've dropped all the limiting beliefs. I know who I am, and this is my world, my life. I'm no longer going to let outside influences have a say. I'm going to do what I want. I'm not here asking permission. I'm not waiting for permission. I'm doing what I want to do, what I think is best, and that's that. And this isn't coming from ego. So this is a very healthy type of energy here. I'm not feeling it with any ego. More, it's taken me a lot to get here. I don't look like what I've gone through. The star is backing that up. Because look at this. She's on the stage. And just like Shakespeare says, life is our stage. We are actors on our own stage, in our own play. You know this, and now you're not playing a role somebody else has given you or wants you to play. You are now stepping on the stage of your life and saying, nope, this is who I am. This is what my story is and what I believe. And there's none of the old limiting beliefs. This is, nope, I have a place, I have a purpose, I have a message. I can no longer keep it quiet. And again, I love this energy because this energy doesn't say you have to have it perfect, you have to have it polished, you have to have your whole ish together to be seen. That's BS. This is saying show up as you are now. Allow source to work through you. That's the key. See, moving from survival to thriving, it's a perception change. The perception of, in survival, we cared what other people thought. We cared what their opinions or their thoughts, or we felt we needed their permission. Hang on, guys, I gotta plug in apparently. I mentioned the other day, all my new devices were plugged in, fully charged, and when I went to go do a session or reading, whatever, all the batteries drained at the same time, and even plugging them in, it took forever to charge. So I know it's not the devices because they're brand new. It's this energy. How have you guys been feeling this energy? Have you noticed weird tech glitches? Have you guys noticed, this is something I have been noticing almost on the daily in my life, to where I've taken some screenshots. I have seen news articles coming out and published talking about things that happen the next day. So for example, an article was posted February 15th, talking about something that happens on February 16th or February 19th. So it's talking about something future that hasn't happened yet, but it's being written prior to the event happening with all the details. Anybody else had that experience? If so, put some goggles in the comment, because that's been really interesting. So I've been having those experiences, watching strange tech glitches in epic proportions, not just in my personal life, but crazy ones at work as well. But anyways, point being, this energy it's a lot. And as the old is trying to make its way out, the new is coming in, and I'm noticing the glitches. All of this to say the Schumann resonance is off the charts, you guys, which honestly, those of us in this field, we expected that. especially with the Epstein file, I believe CYM files, and all the other stuff that is going on behind the scenes that they don't want you to know about. There's a lot of dark forces. And when I mean by dark forces, don't freak out, don't get scared. I'm talking about people with nefarious plans. Those plans are being exposed, and we're seeing the breadth of it. And I have been saying for years, especially since 2020, but really since 2018, that when the mass of the people really start to see what corporations have been doing, it's going to blow people's mind and there's going to be outrage. Here we are. It's been coming out little by little because, again, you guys, the mass of the people were not ready, and honestly really still aren't ready for the depth of truth of how far all this goes. Why? Because they buy into the 3D matrix as the real and reality. That is based on a false construct from the powers that be. Think the 13 families. So that's a whole other education. But anyways, what I was saying is perfectionism and things like that, and I need to learn something more, I need this. Just get on the stage, just be you, show up, messy, magical, however you are. And I am speaking from experience. And for those of you that are also neurodivergent and on the spicy train with me, we get the extra layer to this. So be gracious with yourself. Know that when you step out in your truth and your authenticity, the people who are meant to will see you. Those who, they're not going to see you. Yeah, it's okay. So 6 of Cups energy. This is telling me some of the old stories coming up, maybe people from the past, but where you used to respond. There we go. Somebody reaches out, you would respond. I want you to ask yourself, and when I mean somebody reaches out, somebody from your past, maybe you don't really want to talk to, you're not interested in rekindling anything, but when they reach out, there's curiosity. Ask yourself, is that heart-based or is that ego-based? Yeah, we're going with ego-based. That's what you're not attaching to anymore. So if that person or those people reach out, this energy that you're in is this energy of, I have no desire, no gumption to reply. Silence is an answer, you guys, and it's absolutely okay. Knight of Swords in reverse. You're not running off into action with a half-baked plan. Meaning before, you would get a download or an idea and you'd be excited about it. It would feel right. You would feel it in your cells, but then you'd go and share it. And then when you shared it, nothing happened. You've learned that these pearls are for you. And in the right time, you will share it. But the moment you get the download, that's not the time to share it. You need to sit with that. Let that cake bake. Let it rise. All right. Second row, we've got the Devil, 2 of Cups, 4 of Cups in reverse, Justice, 3 of Cups. So for those of you that have been still wrestling with this Devil energy, and the Devil energy is 3D energy, it's ego, it's personality, it's those thought loops, the habits, that type of stuff. Going back to, oh, my ex called, maybe they really changed this time, blah. The Devil, that energy is going to have you curious and have you going, well, maybe, and the Devil will have you responding. 2 of Cups. Ask yourself, will me responding to this person, situation, whatever it is, will it keep me in alignment with where I'm going? Or is it going to throw me off? This is the 4 of Cups in reverse. Is it going to throw me out of balance? Suck me back in? What have you? Because here's the thing. This row is saying, this row up here is like, nope, I'm in my authenticity, not going back. This row down here is like, well, here's what's going to play out if you choose these old patterns. you're going to go right back into a scenario. And your emotions, you're going to be all over the place again. Justice, this time around, instead of justice landing for those who did you wrong, did you dirty, whatever, you're stepping back in the ring to that energy. So you're literally signing up for, hey, bring me some more karma. So when you act from personality, absolutely, you've got more karma coming. The Three of Cups. I like the Three of Cups energy because I do feel that, again, if you stay up in this energy, and it could be a challenge when you don't know what's in front of you. You can't see how things are going to play out because you're not supposed to. That's the old story. That's this timeline down here where you had to figure it all out. But that's personality. That's you involved. Your personality is going to, when I say mess it up, it's just going to start replaying the old program because this is all the old program and it's a tape just waiting. The moment you put your attention here, it hits play and boom, you're in the loop. This is saying you are at that threshold. Make a wise choice because in this new energy, you haven't been here before. Hell, I haven't been here before. We haven't been here before. So that's new. It's going to feel unsettling. But the key is in this new energy, you cannot think your way through it. You have to feel your way through it. So basic, choosing the top row, it's a whole new world you're going to experience. It takes a new version of you. It's easier, it's lighter. If you don't choose that, that's okay. It's a choice. It's an experience. The Ten of Cups and the Three of Cups are showing in reverse here. Why? Because if you choose this road or this path or the old energy, your happiness, your desires, the friendships, the connections, the opportunities are going to be delayed. It's not that you're going to miss them or miss out on them. It just means they're delayed. They're put on hold while you go through another round of the old energy. Again, guys, if that's where you're at, that's okay. Don't beat yourself up about it by any means. That's going to create more resistance. Just recognize that and honor that because that's, you can't change what you won't confront. You will go through this much easier if you recognize, I'm aware. I know I'm choosing this story in my head. I'm on this ride. Let me see how it plays out. Don't beat yourself up. Just know it's going to be a bumpy ride and it's just going to extend your journey. You're taking the scenic route versus the highway. So for the rest of you that are choosing up here, your YCAL shift. This is a power move right here. I say yes to life and life says yes to me. Why is it a power move? Because up until you've made this change, you have subconsciously been saying no to life, whether you realize it or not. Because when you're down here, you're basically saying, say no to me. I need to struggle. I need to figure this out. Basically, what you're doing is you're putting your higher presence, your soul, your all-knowing back into the trunk, shutting the trunk, throwing it in the closet. When you say yes to life and life says yes to me, you are qualifying that energy. Let's qualify that right now. Mighty beloved, I am within and above. I say yes to life and life says yes to me in all its victory today. Boom. You just qualified that that's what you are on board for today. So when anything shows up that doesn't look like it's saying yes, don't immediately go, oh, it's not working, blah, blah. It is a choice for you to choose the story you're going to believe. You can't chase and receive at the same time. Let that sink in. I'm going to say that one more time. You can't chase and receive at the same time. Why? Two complete different energies. Chasing is that masculine energy, the action, got to get it done, control type of energy. Receiving, that is magnetic. That is that emotional body, that feminine energy. You're not out chasing. You're not doing any of that because you've already planted the seeds. You've watered the garden. You know that in divine timing, what is yours is going to come into fruition. But it's not going to come in your day-to-day experience if you're still trying to control the situation. You're heavily in that mental masturbation of what do I do, what this, blah, blah. This is the time to bring it inward and be still. Practice as much silence as you can. Even if in the height of the energy today, all you can do is take 5 minutes and take a deep breath, steady that breath. That in itself, woo-wee, will shift you. Shift happens. I'm not taking all these that just fell. All right, guys, I hope that helped. I am sending you oceans and oceans of love from my heart to yours. Namaste, and I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.